Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Four down. Back 22. Back 22.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye and the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump Week 15 with that one-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It set the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I mean, when you think about it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year. Double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason
You want to
about
clear
the
your
Houston Texans?
You want to clear your throat one more time? And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Setting up the screen for Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease. And
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Spinning away. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the kick by Butker is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Reset.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Watson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Underneath for Miller. Open space inside the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 2nd down, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Reset. Here we go. Check him out. Check the call.
To throw on second is Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Black 22! Black 22! I got him. Back him out. I got him.
From the red zone now, Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Thomas from 19 yards away. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Target. Black 99 Philly. 2 jet.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brandon Dunn coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ace, ace.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I know he ain't got it. Tiger. Richmond.
From the gun on third, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Black 58 rail. There we go. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 50.
Mahomes now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one complete to Will Fuller. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Houston in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Jordan Akins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis. when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now he's going to throw it back deep. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it with Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And then the yardage you gain here is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just wanna make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha bless this beat.
Yeah.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, that sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. Ice. Swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring it. Don't want no. They pull up with they. It's times 3. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics for that baby bite this nose. I bite this nose. What's a link with till they explode?
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
All set. Rain with the stars out. Rain. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the falsest? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma get the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the beef. One of them, all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe, chasing a check. I'm